Excuse me looking all wild and crazy, y'all. I just got done with jiu-jitsu. You feel me? Got my little jiu-jitsu 1-2 step on. You feel me? News you can use now that you can't get nobody's college, big dog. We giving y'all a Young and Hefe style video. Shout out to Young and Hefe. We giving y'all a Young and Hefe style video while I'm in traffic. Fell asleep at the wheel, doing my 1-2 step like Sierra. I got a fight this weekend, so you know I got to do a little bit of training. But in the meantime, between time, I got to give y'all some news y'all can use, some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. For those of y'all who don't know, Almighty Suspect, Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. In there. For those of y'all who don't know, Almighty Suspect almost became an almighty victim yesterday when he got into it with the dude Bradon. For those of y'all who don't know, the dude Bradon is actually a jiu-jitsu black belt. I had the privilege of speaking with Bradon yesterday on my show. He was on Trap News Network. Big shout out to Bradon. As him being a professor in jiu-jitsu, me doing the craft, you know, I do boxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga. Him being a black belt comes with a certain level of authority, a certain level of respect. In our world of fighting, Bradon to be the big homie. You know what I'm saying? That's the G homie. You know what I'm saying? You can't really be talking crazy to bro. So he was met with an extreme amount of respect. He was met with an extreme amount of humility as far as my part is concerned, because again, he has warranted that respect. Almighty Suspect didn't feel like he had to be so respectful. And you know, I can understand because Almighty don't come from that world. But ADAM22 had a lot to say, so we finna get into what ADAM22 had to say about it. Let's get into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
So let's just get right into this. I'm just going to go straight to the news, since I think that this is probably the most pertinent thing for us to be involved with viewing at this exact moment. We're going to go live. We're going to go to the news from today. Shame. There's a donation. I am insanely offended by you calling Almighty Suspect. I've seen this content yet, so I have no idea exactly what that's going to be like. I am insanely offended by you calling Almighty Suspect Dodson. I don't even know what that's a reference to. That's terrible. What are you talking about? Okay, there's audio's low. They're saying my audio might be kind of low. I mean, it looks like
came with the hard
you came with the hard ER.
Okay, so this is the first thing we need to address is, like, did Suspect say the hard ER, and why are we like even calling out black people for saying the hard ER? Is that even a thing? I feel like that's pretty much like, granted, this guy's darker skinned than Suspect, but I feel like that's on the table, right? He's allowed to say that in context. I don't know.
You came with the hard ER. You came with the hard ER.
Let's do this. Welcome to No Jumper, man. It's another day here. We got some random fat
we already
arguing.
Hey,
it's your boy.
We got a light-skinned nigga.
You know what we do here. Supposedly, I call niggas niggers with the hard
nigga, you said a hard.
Okay, for the record, this guy, Bradon, he's from Long Beach. He's associated with the Viral Way podcast. This guy, Almighty Suspect, he's been in No Jumper House for many years now. Obviously, you guys know him. But I had no idea that there was any kind of tension between the two. Also, Josh, you know those memes with like the red line and the green line? Josh is the green line right now. He's also wearing green. So, okay.
You said a hard ER.
Supposedly offended with some shit that
I ain't offended. I'm just
It's
asking.
Imaginary. Hey, why would I ever call another black man the hard R? What are you even talking about?
I'm just asking.
Weird ass
hard ER.
Maybe we can try to stay
Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, maybe we could try to stay monetized. This is something I've been emphasizing to Josh, is that when we do the news, we got to try to like make people chill out with the profanity, at least within the first 5 minutes. That seems like it would be fair, right? I mean, I don't know if that's realistic. Obviously, the tone of this podcast is certainly one in which that doesn't seem likely. But yeah, also, shout out to all the members.
No,
I didn't say no curse words. I'm not gonna curse. Hey, you said the hard ER.
You sound retarded.
You said hard ER. Then you said stupid. some nonsense, and I said maybe it was your white blood stirring up in you.
Why would you ask me if I would say the hard ER?
Because that's what you said.
You don't know.
The white boy stirring up in you is crazy. Also, Lush1 in the chat. It's a fake Lush1, but it says, I changed my name to, and then it says Nick, and then the last name is Ghur. You feel me, player? It's basically they're trying to make it out as if they're trying to trick me into saying the N-word, which is not going to happen right now. I've been doing this for a long time. You know those memes of the chick dancing through the lasers or whatever in the Matrix? I don't know. Either way, you're not going to get me. I wasn't born yesterday.
I heard it, and then I asked you, did you slur your speech?
That ain't what I said, nigga.
Then I asked you if you slurred.
That ain't what I said, nigga.
I asked you if you slurred your speech.
That ain't what I said,
and then you went into a whole rant about whatever you're talking about.
That ain't what I said,
You said a hard ER. I heard it. My ears work fine. You did.
You
did. This nigga right here, this light-skinned nigga right here, this high yellow nigga right here said a hard ER. That's what happened.
Guys,
we are live.
I ain't mixed with nothing.
Josh trying to control this is hilarious. And suspect said he's not mixed with. I've never seen his mom. His dad's a black man. I don't know what his mom looks like. Either way, I like just off the rip. Okay. How about this? I'm gonna do a poll. A poll in which I say, actually, I don't even know if I want to bite that off. I was gonna say, like, can a black man use the hard ER? But I don't want to like put that in the chat. That looks kind of weird. But like my initial statement about this is that there's been very few times in my life where I've seen a black guy give another black man a hard time about saying the N-word wrong.
Like I said, anyways, Biggie.
A few things I do want to point out. I'm at the gas station, y'all. A few things I do want to point out. Number one, ADAM22 pretended not to get the Dotson reference because of point and shoot. ADAM22 acted like he didn't know what that Dotson reference was. Point and shoot is always calling almighty suspect Dotson. I guess that's the hide your kids, hide your wife, because everybody person. His name is Antoine Dotson. So point and shoot is forever calling almighty suspect Antoine Dotson. My bad, y'all, for not looking at the camera. You know how it be when you at that gas station. You got to be in every mirror, eyes and ears. But just follow the sound of my voice. Don't worry about what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? You can't never be out here lacking. But yeah, so he calls him Dotson. And he want to make sure that, you know, you got that joke. And ADAM22 goes out of his way to go around that joke and all kind of ish like that. You feel me? Also, I want to point out, I don't think anybody should be using the hard ER. I've actually gotten into a fight with another black guy before because he was whitewashed. He was like, man, fuck you. And he said it, and there was so much racism behind it that I had to whoop on him. You know what I'm saying? And it was my ex-girlfriend's brother. She knows who she is. We're not going to talk about that, though. Hey, HEP. God bless the dead. Her brother passed away, so I don't even want to get into that. But, you know, I don't think anybody should. Now, the almighty suspect said in that episode, no. Has almighty suspect used a hard ER before? Yes. It's all over the internet. It's all over Reddit. People have sent it to me. I'm not going to personally post it because I don't think that there's a reason for that. But as being a more, you know, let's call him professionally speaking black man, you know what I'm saying? You know, what's his name, Brandon ain't going for that. You feel me? Brandon ain't going for that. $77. Fill this thing up, boy. That's what it costs every week. Anyway, Brandon not going for that. Brandon's not feeling that. Brandon's not liking that, as he shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because that goes against his principalities. Now, this whole aspect of wanting to fight, we finna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Adam wanting to stay monetized. I can see that being an issue too, because again, this is a business. So why would I continue to platform things like the news if every time I do it, it don't be monetized? But we finna keep going. Let's jump back into this content.
Hey, I'm telling him you're not trying to fight.
What you want to do?
All that.
How the fuck is Josh just sitting there like it's all good? Like, as soon as they start threatening each other with violence, I feel like we gotta kind of like intervene a little bit more, because this could be a bad situation if this was Kelpie 2.0. Like, we really do not want people fighting on the news, even if the content might be admittedly hilarious. I mean, I'm gonna be real though. I'm impressed by Brandon's resolve and the fact that he's not, you know, he's not really taking it to the personal attacks, which is good. That's impressive to me. And then he's just kind of keeping it chill. And I mean, by him responding to the chat and saying he doesn't want to fight, that's like the first time that he's really kind of even engaged with the idea that this could become a violent conflict.
Nigga, we can fight right now.
All that crying.
What you talking about? Nigga, you don't know who you talking to.
All that
You don't know
crying.
who you talking to.
All that crying.
You don't know who you talking to.
nigga
We can do whatever you want to do. Josh,
I guarantee you.
We can do whatever you want to do.
He can't
We
get
can do
me.
whatever you want to do
Trust
right
me.
now. I'm listen, do whatever you want to do.
He's not
right
trying
now.
to fight.
Right now. Where would you like to go?
Where are you trying to
Where would you like to go?
Oh my God.
I'm about to turn off this whole.
Okay, don't turn off the line. Don't turn off. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Come on.
Sit down.
God.
Sit down, bro.
Look at how heated Suspect got in like 10 minutes on stream. He's opening the door to start a fight. Like, this is fucking crazy, bro. Dude, I like, see, okay, this is the problem with some of this sus gerb content, is that it's like, same thing with the Jalise thing. I already issued a ruling. I already said, yo, suspect cannot be on camera with Jalise anymore because it feels like they're going to fight, and that's not good. And like already with this situation, I'm kind of like feeling like making the same resolution of like, bro, they can't seriously be in the same room again, because look how close this came to a fight in this episode within 10 minutes. I haven't even got to the end yet, but bro, and bro, like the viral way have been very good at like sort of latching on to some of these public disagreements and issuing their takes and stuff. And this is like one of their guys that they're somewhat close to. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what they're going to have to say about this. I could definitely see a viral way Long Beach versus suspect narrative emerging from all this.
Sit down. Sit down, man. Sit down.
Dude, Josh. No. Josh isn't like, oh, maybe you should leave. He's like, no, we're closing this door. This is a cage match. Neither of you will be leaving until one of your heads are bludgeoned in by the other. It feels like that's kind of the dynamic Josh is going for here.
Literally over nothing.
Hey. Shout out to we didn't even get a single member yet. How long have we been on here? I can't even tell. I'm not capable of reading the thing here, so I'm like, oh no, 28 minutes, no members. Shout out to all the members, appreciate the members. No members have come in yet, but okay. Clifton the Colored Milkman said, check the Reddit. The mellow yellow mole rat did say the word, probably was on accident, but once Dodson activates the baby mama mode, all logic goes out. I guess I check no.
I'm not gonna disrespect you guys in space like that. That's crazy. You don't want to get up though. I'm not about to go. I'm about to disrespect this guy's space.
You want to see it? Oh, Bud Budson is the first member of the stream. Yo, much respect. Thank you, Bud Budson. All right, I guess this is where he said it, but this is definitely like a different instance of suspects saying the hard R, because this is from the other day. Oh, whoops.
Nigga, they in the backyard with a nigga from their section who do everybody tats over there. That's how that shit be going, gang. Ain't nobody gonna tell a nigga no.
Now, with that being said, man, I want to, point out a couple things. Number one, Adam is quietly trying to paint the narrative that Almighty Suspect is the problem. Adam is quietly trying to paint the narrative that, he be cool, he be kicking it, everybody else is cool, everybody else is kicking it. Almighty Suspect keep coming in there starting problems. I don't know if y'all catching that. I don't know if you catch what you picking up what he putting down. He brought up Jalise. Now he bringing up Brandon. So now that's two people within the course of 7 days that, Almighty Suspect has had friction with, has had problems with and all that. And Adam is, making a note of it saying like, hey, he can't be on camera with this person. It look like he can't be on camera with that person. It's going to eventually get to the point where Adam's going to start saying things like, well, suspect can't be on camera with this person and that person. Why is he here? Blah, 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 this and that. Adam is already trying to figure out ways to, in my opinion, downsize his overhead. You know what I'm saying? He's already trying to find ways to make the situation a little cheaper, a little bit less expensive, if you will. You feel me? And, cutting employees might be a first way wave. Now, we all know that pathetic fatso is a good slave, so he's never going to not, suck up to master and keep his nose in master's belly button so where he can't keep a job. So we already know he good. He's set for life. Almighty Suspect, on the other hand, being a little bit more rambunctious, being a little bit more rebellious, isn't so easy to be controlled or to be understanding. So I'm wondering where this will go. I also want to point out the fact that Adam, you knew that ish was said. So why Adam decided to play that clip? Hey man, like you said, it's all content, but yeah, that's a tricky, sticky, Vicky, icky situation with that one. I don't know about that one, but anyway, we finna keep sliding to this content. Let's get back into it, man.
Nigga, they in the backyard with a nigga from their section who do everybody tats.
I feel like that was kind of like a slip of the tongue. Like he wasn't really intending to say the hard R there so much, but okay.
Anyways, W7.
No, I just have class. I have class.
Bitch.
I'm a man.
He was a bitch.
He does seem like he has a bit of class. He's holding himself together pretty well in this instance. Although, look at Josh. No T-Rail, no fake laughing. That's a real laugh. Look at Josh's face right there.
bitch.
I'm a man,
My
not a
nigga don't
kid.
want to fight, not get up and tell
I'm
you
a man.
follow
I'm not
me
gonna
and you
fight
don't
at
move.
somebody else's
Shut
stuff.
up,
For what?
nigga. They don't speak
For
on
what?
fighting if you ain't gonna do
No,
nothing.
I said you don't want to fight.
Oh, I do.
A
Let's
nigga,
go outside.
hey, no.
I do.
A nigga
How is he standing up again?
who want to fight don't
I
say,
do wanna
let's
fight.
go
I
outside.
do wanna
If
fight.
you want to fight,
I
you
do wanna
fight.
fight. Come
If
on.
you want to fight, you
Let's
fight.
go.
If you want to
Let's
fight,
go.
you fight.
Come on.
If you
Follow
want to
me.
fight, you fight.
Follow me.
If you want to fight, you
I
fight.
got thought.
What does that mean? If you want to fight, you fight. No, he needs a partner to fight. You can't just fight yourself. We've tried.
No, I just know. I know niggas ain't trying to fight for real.
You's a bitch.
You fight with this.
So he started out calling him weird over and over, and he's already upped the ante to calling him a bitch over and over. So that's something. What's up, Josh? I see you, Josh. You out? Is it just me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The security's still here. Cool. Thank you. All right. Appreciate
You
it.
don't know
Fight
who
with
we
this.
playing with up here.
I'm not playing with nobody.
You don't know.
Listen, man.
You don't know.
My blood pressure ain't gonna
You
raise
don't
over
know. You don't know.
Listen, people want to
Don't
fight,
know.
just fight.
Follow me. Just get up.
Follow me. Okay.
Follow
Touch
me.
Can we go to the
I-
topic?
Are you guys going to be able to
I ain't think
put this
yeah,
aside
we
for
can
the
definitely
show?
finish.
I can have the conversation.
This can't be a 2-hour argument, right?
All right,
He
can
keep
we
talking.
have
I tried to
from
move
here-
on to the biggie
Look,
shit hella times.
If you guys
back.
want to
No.
argue and yell at each other like 5 minutes before the show ends,
Mikey.
Mikey. What is, like, Mikey's kind of trying to institute order, and then Josh is like, no, allow this to proceed. How are they going to talk about any topics? Also, how does this go on for 2 hours? I don't know.
Reiterating this right now is crazy. Like, we started the show late. Like, I'm glad that the chat and everyone here is getting to watch this like unfold in real time. What are we doing here?
Yeah, this is like a death match because there's only two. Like, normally the news has a bunch of people on it. I feel like this is kind of out of the ordinary. Maybe we need more heads available because just these two, it's just a strange pairing. Normally the news is like 4 or 5 people. Urban Gorilla donated $5. Said, shout out my bro Brandon. I killed him in that debate, but trust my boy Sus don't want them hands from bro. Well, let's find out. We're gonna tune in right now. Brandon obviously is the African American gentleman here, and then this guy is, you know, someone straight out the wood pile. Let's see how this looks.
Nice, Brandon.
Come on, Chef, relax.
Oh, what? You getting him in the crucifix here? Is that what we're gonna do? No, we're going for side control. I could be an MMA commentator, for the record. Put me in the game, coach. Dana, put me in. Oh yeah, he's got the arm trapped and
Brandon.
everything. This is over.
Chef, me in.
Well, we didn't actually see the tap there, I guess, but yeah, he just dominated the fuck out of homie. Wow, that was intense, honestly. You know, I'm sure that there are some like shady, you know, jiu-jitsu gyms out there that are handing out fucking black belts a little bit looser than they should. But for most people, any established gym, which I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, I'm sure it is, it's like 10 years minimum of training to get your black belt. Shit is no joke at all. So that was pretty crazy. I did exactly one jiu-jitsu tournament in my entire life. It was pretty difficult to make weight, got manhandled. Dude fucked me up. Dude was way smaller than me, but way stronger than me. And just absolutely. But I just kind of, I don't know. My BMX career was still in the full throes at the time. I actually went to the Shoot Box in Long Beach, right on, what is that street? I forget. It's all the way down by that one park that we used to always ride at with there's like a high school right there and shit. But yeah, I got multiple staph infections. That was at least part of what discouraged me with jiu-jitsu. But it's just like the most brutal workout in the fucking world. And I would train jiu-jitsu, and for like 2 days afterwards, I would be so sore that I could barely do anything, never mind ride bikes effectively. So I didn't pursue it any further, but I loved it. You know, I feel like my hands are weak, but like the crawling around on top of each other, trying to choke each other out, that shit's fun.
Now, it's clear to see that Adam don't really give a damn. I'm sure if something happens and it goes left, I'm learning the pattern with Adam. If it go left, he mad. But if it don't go left, he all right. He ain't really tripping on it. He'll let all the chaos ensue. He'll let all the flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny just take place at no jumper. As long as it don't go too bad, he ain't got to get no legal issue or no type of like court documents and no shit like that. He ain't tripping. And I don't mean like legal as far as the police is concerned. I just mean like civil lawsuits and stuff like that. Now, it is pretty clear that almighty suspect was in over his head. Adam didn't jump out and say it, but he made it very abundantly clear that, you know, Brandon ain't probably the issue that suspect won't. But either way it go, man. Kudos to Brandon for maintaining his coof. Kudos to almighty suspect for never being afraid to bring it outside. Bring it outside, bring it outside like a DMX song. And we up out here to the next one though. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. Be better today than what you were yesterday, but be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow, but today be at your best. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. And it's free. Avenue Angel Tweets free. We gone.